behind the scenes, there's a lot of MS brain going on in this video, and there's a lot of MS brain going on in my life.
I'm like, oh shit, I've been doing this a long time. Lost in my head, I don't care, I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose it.
What's going on, y'all? We're back with another video.
First, I want to start with, if you're here, that means you ain't there. And if you're there, that means you ain't here. So make sure that you get here right now.
Wow, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've said that. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you like this video. If you like this video, feel more than free to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, so that way you don't miss any content going forward. As well as make sure that you have your notification bell on, so that way you don't miss any content going forward. If you're not new to the channel, then you already know what time it is. Don't forget to like this video if you like this video. Feel more than free to leave a comment down below, as well as make sure that you're subscribed. I'm just gonna take a wild guess that you're already subscribed if you're not new to the channel. But if you're not, don't forget to, as well as turn on your notification bell, so that way you don't miss any content going forward. Y'all, wow, it's been a while. It's been some time. How y'all doing? I'm over here asking y'all like I could really hear y'all. But I would hope that you guys are all doing more than great. If you're not doing well, I want to let you know that you're not alone, and I hope that it does get better, and it does get better. But moving forward, I'm so glad to be sitting here in front of this camera. First of all, it's been what, a little over a year? I don't want to say little over a year. I want to say definitely like a year since I posted anything. I've just been waiting. Like, I've just been waiting to do this video for such a long time, putting it off, saying I don't want to do it, you know, I'm gonna wait till I feel like doing it, until I get that, you know, that willpower to do it. And I've just been learning a lot throughout this year. I just want to thank you guys for still supporting me, for you to even click on this video today and to hear me out today. I know that a lot of you guys have actually been waiting on this video and have been waiting for me to actually put out content, and it's taken me some time, only because, again, I've been waiting for the willpower to do just this, which is sit in front of this camera and talk about what pretty much bothers me every single day of my life currently, since I've found out about it. My doctors actually told me that, you know, one day I will do this if I want to do this, when I want to do this. There was no rush. I didn't want to rush doing this video, so I really just want to put that out there. Today we're here to talk about what clearly I'm running circles around right now to talk about, which is my health. As you may all know, I've been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, which is also known as MS, June of this year. June of last year, of 2021. And honestly, since that day, my life has just been crazy. Before that, if you were watching me and Berto's Vlogmas, I mentioned how I had been diagnosed with transverse myelitis. Well, that's what it started off as, and then it progressed over to multiple sclerosis. I had written some notes here as to what I wanted to go over, so that way I didn't find myself in a fog. I want to let you guys know this right now. This is not the first time I've sat here to try and do this video. I've tried to do this video multiple times, on and on and on, and over again within the last year, and I just couldn't come to do it. Even before Vlogmas, when I was diagnosed with transverse myelitis, even then when I was diagnosed, back then, I didn't want to do videos. There was a lot that I didn't want to go over then. To be completely honest with you guys, I just didn't want to talk about it at all. And the reason why I didn't want to talk about it at all is because this is my health. I take my health very seriously. I do not play with it. And because my health makes me who I am, it's just been hard. It's just been overall hard. But I kind of want to make this video short, simple. I know that I'm gonna talk more throughout this video and edit so much more out of it that I'm actually going to keep, but I just want to make sure that I get all of the important things out of the way, and let's get started. So I know the first question is going to be, what is MS? I have Google's interpretation here for you guys. It states, a disease in which the immune system eats away at the protective covering of nerves. In MS, resulting nerve damage disrupts communication between the brain and the body.
The best way I like to say it is, it's nerve damage all over the place.
So y'all, my SD card is full. I take a lot of pictures, so I have to figure that out after. I had to transition from my camera to my phone, so now I'm from my phone to my laptop for my notes. So I just felt I need to tell y'all that.
As I said, setting the same setting, but the cameras possibly look different. I know it makes a difference.
As I was saying, so the way I like to just reference it as, just to make it easier, is just it's nerve damage. My central nervous system. Y'all seen that my phone just fell. We're just gonna act like that did not happen.
We're gonna go continuing with what we were saying.
So what my doctors had advised me is that our bodies have a bunch of little soldiers that go out to fight infections all day, every day. What's happening is my little soldiers are confusing itself and it's attacking me. Think of like a charger wire, right? That you charge your phone with. Normally, when you buy it brand new, it's perfect. You can use it with your phone, whatever, blah, 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 right? Say that charger wire breaks. Now the wires on the inside of the charger wire have been exposed. That charger wire cord holds a bunch of other wires, which pretty much send the electricity to your phone. So when your charger cord pretty much breaks and the wires are exposed, it makes it harder to charge your phone when you go to charge your phone. So what's happening is my central nervous system is pretty much attacking the myelin that holds my nerves together. That's what's happening in MS patients. Our little soldiers are attacking us. We can't do nothing about it other than tamper our immune systems down. Back to the charger cord. So the tears that you would call in a charger cord are what we call lesions in our myelin, which I have one in my neck and I have one on the left side of my brain. I don't know if I have any more currently because I haven't had an updated MRI in a while. From what I am aware of, that's currently where my lesions reside. Now that you guys know what MS is, what it does, I'm gonna just get into when I lost my walking. So when I lost my walking, I was initially diagnosed with transverse myelitis. Now the reason I was diagnosed with transverse myelitis and not MS was because I only had one lesion at the time. In order for them to diagnose me with transverse myelitis, I had to be showing more than one lesion. So my first lesion was in my neck, and that's the reason why it affected my walking and it affected me so drastically. It was a really, really bad experience for me. It's a long story, but to make it short, by the time I was hospitalized, I could not feel my right leg. My stomach was numb and my back was numb. And everything in my body was just tingling and numb, and it was just really, really bad. My back was burning. It was just not fun. And I would never want to experience that ever again. I overcame it, thank God. And I was able to, gain my walking again. I walk now. Granted, I have a little limp to my step, but it's nothing I can't work around. And, it has stuck with me, and it's a lot. So after I was able to gain back on my walking and everything like that, it was really hard because everything hurt. When I lost my walking, I actually couldn't walk past 5 feet.
It was really hard for me. Everything burned, it hurt to move. It just wasn't a pretty sight. And anyone who has MS and has went through that can kind of understand that.
I was able to overcome that. Then we're gonna skip forward to March of 2021. I passed out. When I passed out, I felt like something was off. I did run to my primary care doctor's office the very next day.
And I also want to mention, the only reason why I didn't go to the emergency room was because I was literally traumatized from the last time I went to the emergency room and getting hospitalized and not leaving for pretty much a whole month.
Went ahead, after I passed out, I had my flare up. I decided to just stay home, and then I decided to just go ahead and create a doctor's appointment with my doctor the next day, which I was able to contact them and get in right away. But when I got there, they told me that the reason why I had passed out was because I had a low pain tolerance.
Honestly, I felt like it was something more, but I'm like, they're professionals, they know what they're doing. I'm just gonna leave it up to my neurologist because I have an upcoming appointment with him anyway.
So I waited for that in April. My neurologist, because I passed out, he requested me to go in for an MRI. I had my MRI, which I had a very crazy spiritual moment during that time frame.
which I'll probably talk to you guys about in another video, because again, I want to make this video kind of short. I don't want to get emotional in this video at all, because again, what I'm talking about is emotional enough for me. I ended up having my MRI, and then I followed up with my neurologist, and he kind of just sat me down and explained to me how I had multiple sclerosis, and how they had found another lesion on the left side of my brain. If you ask me, do I feel like I have more lesions? Yes. Do we check? Do I request MRIs? Yes, I do request MRIs. Do they want to check? It doesn't seem like it. The only reason why I guess they don't want to right now, my doctor says, is because it's pretty much just giving them an image to say, oh, look, this is there. But because they already know that I have MS, it's kind of like pointless, which is really annoying. I feel like every time I go to the doctors now, they try to blame everything on my MS, when I know that's not the case all the time. But it might be. I don't know. Like, it's really hard dealing with this. So now you guys are probably questioning, well, what do they do to help you? Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? What do you do? Pretty much because I need my immune system, and I need that to fight off infections every single day. All they can do is just tamper down my immune system. So because my immune system's attacking me, because they can't stop it, the only thing they can do is just tamper it down. So that's what my injection does, which is Kesimpta. I had to take it for the first 3 weeks when I was on it. Then I went to just taking it every month. So now I'm just taking it every month. I've been on it since August of 2021. And now it's February of 2022. So far, so good. Kesimpta on its own comes with its own side effects, which again, I'll just make another video separate on that, speaking on that drug specifically, to help those who are, currently diagnosed with MS, having to make a change or whatever the case may be, with how Kesimpta helps me. So because MS affects our central nervous system, pretty much our bodies are having a hard time trying to tell itself what to do all day, every day. So as I stated, I'm on the Kesimpta, but I also take other meds to pretty much help me with my daily symptoms, like nerve pain meds. I'll name off a few. So like Lyrica, Tegretol, Baclofen, those are just a few of the meds that I'm on. That alone, it takes a toll. So you're probably questioning if these meds do anything for me. No. I mean, they don't not do anything for me.
I mean, they don't heal me, if that's the question, unfortunately.
It's so annoying that it doesn't heal you. It's just the fact that you have to sit there and take meds every single day, and just knowing that it's not going to heal you, it's just helping you with the symptoms, is just very annoying, and it comes with its own coping mechanism. But I've been on that, and that's been helping me so far. Now, because I am on Kesimpta and because they're tampering my immune system, that makes me a lot more vulnerable. That makes me a lot more vulnerable to a lot of things. It makes me a lot more vulnerable to just getting sick, regularly sick, and that makes me more vulnerable to infections as well. So I've had my fair share. Now, I know you guys are probably wondering, how MS affects me?
Fatigue. Man, I used to think that I was tired before. There is nothing like MS fatigue.
I'll give you an example. Before, I would be tired, I'd go to bed, I'd wake up, and I'd feel tired, I'd take a shower, I'd brush my teeth, do all that jazz. Then I would have myself a coffee, and then I would be able to gain some energy to go about my day. Now with MS, and even transverse myelitis, it's all in all, it was transverse myelitis progressing over to MS. So it's really hard for me when I explain it, but whatever. I go to bed exhausted. I wake up more exhausted than I did when I went to sleep. I take a shower, I brush my teeth, and literally before I get dressed, I sit in bed, and I'm so much more tired from just taking a shower and brushing my teeth and washing my face than I was when I initially woke up.
And it is so bad, the fatigue is so bad that I'm still learning how to cope with it. MS comes with a sense of having to accept that I still haven't came across. Again, I know that it's all a work in progress, and if I don't get there, that I know that I will always have ways to cope with it. But yeah, that's one thing that us MS, and again, I speak for a community, because it's not just me. It's really hard to say me when I know that there's a community of us that are all going through the same thing, and it's just really hard. But we're gonna move on to the next thing. Back to sleep. It's hard to go to sleep, and just as hard as it is to go to sleep,
It's so hard to wake up from sleep.
It's really, really hard. It's really, really hard. Your body just can't manage to get calm. You feel like you have electricity running through your body 25/8. Especially while you're trying to relax, it could become so uncomfortable. You're getting all these like shocking pains, and you're getting attacked while you're trying to fall asleep, so it's really, really hard. It makes you uncomfortable, and then you wake up, and then it's hard for you to wake up because you're so tired. You overheat. For some odd reason, I'm overheating all the time. I've never been a sweaty person, and for some odd reason, I don't sweat even when I overheat. It doesn't make any sense. And I get hot, and I don't know what to do with it, and it burns, and it's just, again, it's uncomfortable. Bathroom issues. There's a lot of bathroom issues that a lot of us MS patients go through and we don't talk about. And I'm gonna be the one to talk about it. Like, we have a lot of bathroom issues, like constipational issues, because our bodies are trying to tell our brain something and it's just not happening.
Our bodies, again, are trying to tell our brain something, and it's just not getting through. So then you're burning, your back's burning, you're burning all over. It hurts.
And don't get me wrong, don't think that, oh, like, she has this issue all the time. Like, no, I don't have the issue all the time. I don't have it all the time. Don't try to play me. That's another thing with this MS thing that I've noticed, is that my coping mechanism is definitely humor. My Kesimpta actually helps with that. Whereas if I wasn't on the Kesimpta, I'd probably be having a lot more bathroom issues than I do now. Burning and tingling. The best way I can explain that is whenever your leg or your arm falls asleep. Us MS patients, we have that quite frequently without having to do anything. Sometimes that happens to you if you crisscross applesauce your legs, or if you don't elevate your leg. For us MS patients, it's just happening. It's just electricity. It's just malfunctioning. Like, it's just happening all day, every day. It's just happening. But yeah, excessive headaches that are not your normal. So they're not like headaches, and then they're not like migraines. I mean, I could get a headache that'll get me to the point that I end up having a migraine. The best way I can explain it is that I get these like shocking pains in my head that cause me to get really, really bad headaches and migraines. I don't know if that makes sense. It's just because of that, there's such thing as called MS brain, where your brain is like everywhere. Then you have areas in your body that are just numb. So there's spots in my back and in my leg that are numb, and it just doesn't make any sense to me.
It makes sense in the sense of my spinal, blah, is just all wacky.
Depression.
I have to just really elaborate on this really quick, because depression is depression on its own. And depression with MS is like, it's just a lot, especially just knowing that you have something for the rest of your life and you can't do anything about it.
Taking meds every day that aren't going to pretty much be helping you.
That has its own space for coping. Like I said in the beginning of this video, we have to take all of these meds. They're not actually helping the situation to get better. It's just helping you with the symptoms. So like, again, like that just has its own space and it holds its own area. And I just want to let you know that if you're currently just going through depression alone, or if you're going through a MS depression, I just want to let you know that you are not alone. Definitely reach out to somebody. There's definitely somebody out there that'll definitely be able to help. If you feel like you've reached out for help and you haven't gotten the best help, just be aware that it's all going to be a trial and error, and it doesn't necessarily mean the first therapist or the first counselor or psychiatrist or whomever you speak to you're gonna love and you're gonna want to speak to them for everything. No, that doesn't necessarily mean that when you do it. It's just, I just want to make you guys aware that you do have options, and you don't necessarily have to narrow yourself down to just one option because you feel like, well, I need to do this. Or, there is people out there that you can speak to. Speak to your primary care physician if you have to. Hold them in their office for an extra hour if you have to. If your primary care physician is not helping you, you shouldn't have that person as your primary care physician, in all honesty, because your primary care physician should be there to help you, and they should be able to be there to guide you. And if they're not able to guide you when you need that, then you need a new primary care physician. That's all I'm gonna say. And shout out to mine. With that depression comes with emotional distress. Emotional distress on its own has its own category, So I'm going through that. That's a lot of stuff that I've been going through. Anxiety. I want to let you guys know that don't think that
all your emotions are bad for you, because they're not. And I've learned that through therapy. I thank God for my partial hospitalization program, because I had to do that. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have the mindset or even be in front of this camera today, in order to learn on how to, you know, learn what my emotions are and how they benefit me. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. So I have some more things here. So you can't think straight, you have a mess brain. Honestly, I thank God that I'm able to cut and edit this video, because if not, I wouldn't sound as good as I do right now. Behind the scenes, there's a lot of MS brain going on in this video, and there's a lot of MS brain going on in my life.
You have MS brain, your brain's everywhere. You don't know how to think, you don't know where to think, you don't know, you just don't know, you don't ever know.
Brain with your body and all of that, and it's hard. It's hard.
That's all you're gonna ever hear me say in this video, is that it's hard, because man, it's hard.
Us MS patients, you know, we're some strong ones. We are definitely some strong ones. You have this forever body pain. You also have like this unseen bruising. So like my body, because I'm so fatigued, my body just hurts all the time. So like I'm very sensitive. So like you can't just grab me. If you just grab me, first off, I'm gonna look at you like, and second, I'm gonna be like, ow, that hurt. Unless I know that I'm gonna be in for this pain, I am 9 times out of 10 telling you, please do not touch me, I am hurting, ow. Then you also have this unseen bruising. Exactly what I said, it's unseen bruising. I have like these bruises that I feel like are in my back that I cannot see. They're not purple, they're nothing, but if you push on them, like even like a little push, it hurts so bad. And honestly, I can't even go for deep tissue massages because of it. So to those who can, please enjoy for me. Eyesight issues. I've been having eyesight issues. I've been having double vision.
It runs right back to my brain, trying to tell my body, whatever, and blah, 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 blah. It's messing with my eyes.
Pain in my eyes, I'll get pressure in my eyes. There'll be times I see like spots, times where I get scared, because I'm like seeing a lot of like stars. I'm confused because that's another thing. You're taking so much meds on MS that you're not sure if it's your MS or if you're dizzy. But according to my eye doctor, I'm doing great right now. One thing that I wanted to also bring up, opposed to the bathroom issues, is sex life issues. It could be very hard for people who have MS, who have a partner.
I don't want to get too much into it, but sex life is an issue when it comes to MS. It's not like a issue.
I'm not gonna get too much into that. There's other videos on that. Y'all can go watch those. But yeah, so that's that. Last but not least, infections. So infections, and I just really can't stress this enough. I believe I went over this in the beginning, but infections are so scary to run into with MS. In a predicament where I can't fight off an infection, now that puts me in a place of worry, because if my body can't fight something off, or if my body can't, let alone heal itself, what am I gonna do? You know, those are just some of the things that affect us MS patients. Those are what affect me most, at least, that I could like remember and that I could like, you know, write down. There's a lot more. I just really wanted to get to like the key things. When it comes to MS, you know, you have a lot of relapse and remission. I wrote this down. During a relapse, your symptoms get worse. A relapse is followed by a remission. During a remission, symptoms partially or completely go away. So that just runs back to me losing my walking in 2020. I lost my walking in 2020. It came back. And honestly, it's been one heck of a ride. I just want to thank all of my supporters, honestly, like from the bottom of my heart. Like, honestly, you guys do not understand how much love I have gotten from you guys throughout this journey till this day, whether I post a video or not. You guys follow me on social media. If you don't follow me on social media, make sure that you do. I'm gonna go ahead and link my Instagram and my Snapchat below, as well as my Facebook page. I'm not a Twitter person, so I decided I'm not gonna go with Twitter. You guys can follow me on Twitter, but I'll put it there as well. But I'm no longer on Twitter. It's been one heck of a journey.
I'm glad that you guys are now on it with me. I'm glad that I sat here and I made this video today.
If you're watching this video, chances are you either are someone who was just recently diagnosed with MS,
you have a family member who has MS,
or somebody close to you, a friend. And I just want to let you know the best thing you can do is just, you know, give them guidance, continue to support them, continue to show them that you love them, and just continuously remind them that they're not alone in this journey. Say that from an experience of just feeling alone. I know what it's like to feel alone, and just know that you are not alone. And there's a community of us, and I stand behind you. We all stand behind you. If again you're a family member or friend or a spouse or whomever that's watching this video, just know that there's a community of y'all as well. It does not go unnoticed, and you know, just thank you. We thank you for all of your support, and we thank you for all the love that you guys give us all day, every day. Also want to give a quick shout out to my family. Thank you so much for taking care of me the way you guys did, for you guys all coming together to pretty much take care of me. That's my mom, my brothers. I want to thank B so much because he dealt and has dealt with and deals with the worst of me. Honestly, I just want to thank my family for all they have done. I love you guys so much. So now I'm really hoping this will alleviate all of the messages, all of the DMs. I don't care that you guys reach out to me. I love you guys reaching out to me. But I mean in the sense alleviate all the messages for my hair care tips, my skincare tips, as well as what do I do for my MS. Now I can, you know, use my platform. I feel more comfortable to sit here now that you guys know what's going on with my health. Now we can pretty much do all the fun stuff. So now I'm excited. Be sure to watch out for the next video because we are definitely talking about some hair care. If you don't know, I have cut my hair. I did the big chop. I'm gonna go ahead and put some pictures here. This was before and this is now. I know a lot of you guys have questions on my hair growth journey. My hair has grown massively from when I've cut it, so I can't wait to get all into that. Y'all be sure to make sure, again, that you like this video. If you like this video, you're more than free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, as well as make sure as your notification bell is on, so that way you don't miss any content going forward. And I'll see you guys soon. Love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. So much.
Thank you guys again for your support daily in and out. I love you guys.